Today we're going to review probably the fastest and the easiest way to reconcile two sets of data. In my case, I have two reports, and this report is basically the list of my positions in some mutual fund, in some commercial loans, and we have two reports. We have a bank report, so the positions that bank is showing, and then we have our company, what we are showing in our books, and I'm trying to compare these two reports and check for any breaks we may have. The trick to this reconciliation method is to turn one side negative, keep one side positive, then add them up and see which facilities are breaking. So to turn our side negative, click into any cell and enter -1, then copy it. Select the cells that you want to turn negative, go to Pay Special, multiply, and that will turn everything negative. Perfect. Now, because I will combine these two reports, I need to show which side is mine and which side is the other report. To do that, let's add an extra column. Let's call it source. And that would be my company report. Let's turn it yellow. And if we double click, it will populate the rest of the cells. Perfect. So now we need to grab the data from another report. And here I'm using for columns, unique ID, name of the facility, type, and dollar amount. So let's just go to another report. And I'm not taking the headers. I'm only taking the actual data. So Alex ID through dollar amount. Control C to take it, to copy it. And then let's go to the very bottom and add it under our previous table, Control V to paste it. And now this is bank's report data, so let's just indicate that it's bank's report. We can color it, for example, we can color it green. Beautiful. All right, so now we have our combined data set, and we need to pivot it. To pivot it, let's take the full data set, combined data set, and to select it, you need to click Control A. Then go to this Insert button, Insert Pivot Table, click OK. I want it in a separate tab. And let's start building our report. So we will use Alex ID as our unique identifier. Then we need security facility name, dollar amount. And for the dollar amount, I prefer to use value field setting, number format, accounting. Perfect. Click OK. And then the most important one will be source. So this source field will split it into two. And you see that automatically it's dropping into rows, but we need to move it into columns. And that's how it splits it into my company versus bank report, and it gives us the grand total. Now, a couple of finishing touches. Let's go to design. I usually prefer the tabular form layout. And so that we do not have this unique ID duping on every row, let's just go to subtotals and click do not show subtotals. Perfect. So this is our report in a very nice and lean form. So again, column B will be the name of our facility, column C, the source. So this is bank report, this is my company, and that will be the grand total. So we see the breaks very quickly at a glance. You can see what's breaking. Now this one is just the same Alex ID, but just different naming conversion. Same here. It's basically a non-break. It's the same amount. And my total break is 99.16 cents. If you need to verify, if you need to look at them, compare what's going on the original table, go to my company. We have a combined data set here, and let's say we have data filter I don't know, by Birch, for example, Birch. And here we have all the facilities that have a name Birch in them, and you can compare the total. So my companies turn negative, their side is bank report side is positive. So if you select the dollar amounts at the bottom, you will see sum 500. So one of them is breaking. Yes, the Birch is breaking for 500. So if we select these two items, it will show that the sum is 500. So one of the facilities is breaking. Let's unfilter. And let's say you do not have the unique OX ID, you don't have the unique identifier. What do you do in this case? Let me just delete the previous table so that it will not be in our way. And for, let's say we don't have this OX ID, let's just delete it. The easiest way to come up with a unique ID is just to take the first 6 or 7 characters of the name. If you have unique names, that will give you a very, very good unique ID. So start typing left and this cell, and from this cell I want only let's say 6 characters. Perfect. So that will be my unique ID. And again, we just let me just make sure that it populated correctly throughout the, yeah, it looks good. So again, the steps are Control A to take the full data set, to select it, then you go to insert pivot table, and we need ID, we need facility name, dollar amount, and source. So source goes into columns. For the dollar amount, I prefer accounting as a number format. Okay, beautiful. And then we just click on design. We click on tabular form layout, and to prevent the duplication, just do not show the subtitles again. So that gives me again a pretty good view of what are my breaks. Yeah, looks good, the same dollar amount break. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. Check some more of the new videos that I'll be uploading every week. Thank you. Bye.